Devereaux!
I'm Mr. Devereaux.
What's that humming mean?
Beethoven's Fifth.
I never said I was more than I am.
Welcome everyone to episode 51 of Kiss Meets the Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Eli Clausen.
And I'm the Branton guy.
And I'm Luke.
And we're just grooving to some Shout It Out Loud on the dance floor before the show started.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to start off, I know we completely forgot to say this last week, just got caught up in the moment, but just wanted to thank everyone again that's been supporting the show, you know, with the little 50th episode milestone last week. Just wanted to thank everyone again that's been supporting us and interacting and all that stuff, so we definitely appreciate that. Please keep it up. You know, we're on the road to 100 now, so we should be there maybe this time next year. No, I don't know. So, again, it's a pretty quiet week in the Kiss world. We're probably going to say that a lot over the next year, it seems like, for the most part, until a couple things happen here and there as far as releases and stuff. But anything new on your guys' front? Kiss-wise, anything? What is that? Calendar. Is that the 2018?
Yes, it is.
Ooh.
They have two out this year. They have that one, and then they have the one that was similar to last year's where it looks like a record album.
Yeah.
So they have both of those out.
Let me see the back of that. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I want to get that one. I like that better.
Yeah, I thought this was the coolest one.
Yeah, we almost went in that calendar shop at the mall the other day, but didn't make it.
They have both of those, both the Kiss ones on Amazon too, because I looked.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, definitely not to get that one. I don't think I've gotten anything new.
I think that's
Kiss-related.
That's the first Kiss item I bought since I don't even know what's the last thing other than, I mean, not anything at the Kiss Expo, but as far as, I think the last thing that came out was that 40 CD thing. I think that was the last thing I bought. I don't know how long ago that was. What was that, about a year ago? A little over a year?
Yeah. Vegas was more recent, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, maybe Vegas was the last thing I bought. That was probably the most recent.
Oh, and from what I hear, they are working on another Scooby-Doo cartoon. From what I understand, all the guys have recorded the voiceovers already.
Interesting.
So, waiting to hear news on that as far as a release date and everything else, but that's pretty exciting, you know. So, I'm hoping they, you know, I'd like it to be better, obviously, than the first one was, which is probably going to be a little hard to do, but that's going to be interesting to see where they go with this one. As long as they do it right.
Hopefully we'll get Don't Touch My Ascot Part 2.
And who knows, maybe we'll get an actual new song, too. Like a full, who knows. No, I still, I thought it was going to happen with the last one, but I got a feeling this time it'll happen. They'll do a freaking cover version of the Scooby-Doo theme song, watch. I could just hear Paul singing it in my head right now.
Yeah.
But you've always heard Paul singing in your head, haven't you?
That is true. I can't get it out.
What voice is he using? Is it from the 70s, or is it from what voice do you hear?
Usually it's 70s, but if it's a song like, I don't know, I Still Love You, or anything with high register, it's the now voice.
The now voice.
That's what goes on in my head. So, I wanted to give a shout out, something that was brought to my attention yesterday, actually from the guys over at Three Sides. They were promoting this. Robert Conti, who some people may know, involved in the Kiss world. He's writing a book. It's called My Kiss Story. Well, right now he's doing this. It's an exclusive teaser pack for the book. It's only $20, free shipping. What it is, it comes with a back issue magazine number 10, and it features 20 pages of never before seen Kiss and comics content that I guess was found in the vault somewhere. It also has a booklet containing exclusive excerpts from the forthcoming book, My Kiss Story, to be published in 2019, so still a ways off for the book. It comes in a special envelope containing vintage items from Conti's personal Kiss collection, and then it says it includes a bonus Vinnie Vincent related item. And then also you can pick your choice of one of the 4 colors, the red, green, purple, or blue, of the color of the envelope that you want it to come in, just as a little extra special thing. It says it's limited to 300 sets. You can go to robertvconte.com to order yours. I already placed my order as soon as I saw this. I personally chose the blue envelope for Space Ace. So yeah, I just figured wanted to give that a little extra plug on here. Go check out the website. $20, can't beat that. Get a magazine with never before seen Kiss and comics stuff, plus a few extra little bonus surprises. So looking forward to getting that in the mail, and I'll be sure to show it on the show once I do get it. And then come 2019, I guess, when the book comes, I'll definitely be picking that up too. If I remember, I'll put the address here on the screen, but again, it's robertvconte, CONTE.com, and it's $20. Again, there's only 300 available, so jump on it quick. So just wanted to share that little bit of information there. Another thing, I have some info. We talked a little bit about Gene's appearance at Days of the Dead coming up here in June in Indianapolis. I found out some more information as far as tickets and what they entail. There's basically only 2 choices. There's just a strictly autographed ticket, and then they have what they're calling the triple platinum VIP. So of course, with the autographed ticket, it's $100 per person, and it's plain and simple. That's what it is. It's for one autograph on an item of your choice. It doesn't include admission to the convention, so you'll have to pay extra, $25, $40, whatever it is, to get in there as well. So as far as the triple platinum, they have a deal for just a single person. It's $300, and then you can do a couples pass for 2, and that's $375. And it includes the weekend admission to the whole event. You get an intimate Gene Simmons VIP meet and greet and reception on Friday night. You get 2 autographs from Gene on items of your choice. You get a selfie with Gene, limited edition Gene Simmons event screen print, limited edition Gene Simmons VIP lanyard. You get the collectible action figure, which I'm assuming is the same one that comes with the vault. Guaranteed entry and front row seating to Gene's Q&A on Friday night. Front of line perk for Gene for additional autographs and other select celebrities. Then also access to the Days of the Dead VIP suite, which has complimentary food and drinks, plus 30 minutes early entry to the convention on each day. So again, for couples, that's $375. So, well, actually, I just looked; that one's sold out. And then $300 just for the single person. So it looks like that's the only ones that are left right now. The couples are already sold out, and this thing isn't even till June. So now we know more info about that. Still waiting to hear about the Indianapolis Expo. We usually don't know anything until March, like early March if we're lucky. Isn't that usually how it goes, Branton? It's kind of, it's a little short notice, but they still give you just enough time to order your tickets, and they mail them to you.
I sort of wondered, I know they got to confirm everything, but I sort of wondered how come they don't know farther in advance a lot of times, because it seems like, and I could be wrong, but it seems like that they used to have a little bit more notice as far as when it was and most of the main guests and stuff. But I think, was it last year or the year before? It was like, what, maybe 2 weeks before the actual expo?
Yeah. Because I remember last year, actually, we ordered them so late that we just had to pick all of our stuff up at the door. And usually, we have it mailed to us, and it shows up, a week or so. I think you guys got yours in the mail last year, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. But we ordered them so late. I think we got them like the day before the show or something, so we just picked them up at the door. And it would be nice to at least, get the date first, just so everybody could kind of start planning for that date, and then, start slowly announcing the stuff. Maybe they want to wait with, the Atlanta Expo coming up. That's a big thing right now, so maybe they just want to wait for that to pass, and maybe they'll try to finalize a few guests for the Indy Expo at the Atlanta Expo as well. I don't know. So I'm sure Keith will probably be at that expo too, so he'll be working things for the Indy Expo. Curious to see. I'd still like to try to go down to Atlanta, but I don't know. It's one of them 50-50 things, and more on the side of the 50% chance of not going right now, probably. So what? I don't know. So say you guys went to the Days of the Dead thing, are you just going to try to vouch just for the autograph thing, or would you try to do the VIP?
I don't know, actually. I haven't even started Christmas shopping yet, so I haven't even.
True, I know all that. I know all that stuff's first, but
I've been procrastinating on that, which I procrastinate on everything. But
we're a whole half a year away from that, so I figure, there's enough time.
I'm always split down the middle when it comes to pretty much anything. So part of me is like, like the similar situation when Gene was at the Indie Expo. It's like, I knew about it ahead of time. I don't remember my finances at the time. But I guess if I wanted to go bad enough, I probably would have been able to, maybe. Right. But it's like when I heard that, it's like, But I'm like that with everything, And then when Paul was there, wasn't that the following year?
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly, but it's like it's probably sort of the same situation. It's like, now I wish I really went. Right. But as far as, I don't remember how much it was for Paul. Was it a separate price and also a separate day, or was he there 2 days or just the one?
I'm trying to think. I think he was only there on the Saturday, and then I think you did have to pay an extra fee to do whatever that thing was, because that was the year that we weren't able to go. Because originally they had announced Tommy as the main guest, and we had already decided that we wasn't going to be able to make it that year. Basically, it must have been a financial thing or something, or the timing just wasn't right. So we already knew we wasn't going to be able to go, and then sure enough, a week or two before the event, they announced Paul was added, with his book coming out and everything. I was just like, oh my God, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
I was so jealous and pissed off, like, as the expo was going on, sitting at home, like, man, everybody's meeting Paul right now.
I bet
I don't remember what happened with that.
Yeah.
I don't remember if there was a a special price once you got to his desk or something, but I think just the general Q&A was just the entrance fee, because I totally went to that one.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I want to say it was an additional fee just to, be able to get his autograph or the signed book or whatever the case, and probably a photo with him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Like I say, they may have charged. More than likely, they probably charged about the same as when Gene was there. I think it was around like 180 or so. But see, but that's the thing. Like with the Days of the Dead, it's like maybe who knows? What if maybe they'll try to get Gene for the indie again, and if that happens, it might actually be cheaper to do that than the Days of the Dead thing, unless Gene has inflated his prices since the last time I met him, which would suck because it's kind of looking that way.
Well, I mean, since he's charging all that for the vault thing, everything else that he does should be free. But of course, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, if I spent $300 for the VIP, I should be able to at least listen to to all the songs or something. Give me a download code or something.
If he was to do like one of the expos, if he would bring like the vault and stuff for people to get the experience,
probably.
It seems like he would do that.
They'd have it sitting there with barbed wire and attack dogs around it and everything. If you tried to even touch it. It'd be the one that has like the creature's cod piece that comes with it or something.
Speaking of creatures, did you notice on Kiss Online they have the album T-shirts now, the series?
Oh, do they?
Yeah, and they have Animalized. They have the Elder, Creatures of the Night, Unmasked. There's a few missing. I didn't see Crazy Nights, Hot in the Shade. I didn't see those, but Double Platinum. There's a shirt for that. They must have just. That's news to me. I just noticed it today.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Yeah, like Hot in the Shade and Crazy Nights, 2 albums that they bastardized, so it's like they don't even, honor them. Just like the odds of seeing a Phantom shirt on there or something.
Well, I was in shock that there was an Elder shirt because I've been wanting one of those. So,
well, the way it's been in recent years, they've kind of started embracing it again, based on all the fan feedback, and hey, it works. I bet you they'll sell a good amount of those shirts too.
I bet.
Yeah, I just looked that up. They've actually skipped most of the non-makeup albums. I don't see anything after Animalize.
Wow.
It jumps straight to Alive 4 and then Sonic Boom and Monster.
Interesting.
Wow. You think they would at least have Revenge in there, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Or, Lick It Up. That'd be a great one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's totally skipped. I didn't even think about it. It goes straight from Creatures to Animalize.
Jeez.
Weird.
Must be something to do with Vinny. They don't want to give him any piece of the profits, I guess.
I'd like to have an Asylum shirt. I think that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Vinny, did you guys see where Gene made a comment about him the other day?
No, I didn't see that.
Something along the lines of he'll never work with him again, and
oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. And then Vinny actually responded with a very, very, nice response. It wasn't anything hostile.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I don't really see why Vinny would want to work with Gene again anyway. So
Right.
That got me thinking today. For some reason, you know how you get songs stuck in your head? I mean, I haven't heard them, so how do they get stuck in your head? But anyway, Unholy got stuck in my head today, and I was thinking, does Vinny have a writing credit on that song? Because I know he wrote some songs on Revenge, and I didn't get out the CD and look at his writing credits. Right? Does either one of you guys know right off what he was credited for?
I don't know right off the top of my head.
The reason I was thinking about Unholy is because the lyrics are not typical Gene lyrics.
That's a good.
Just curious about that because I didn't know right off.
I'm relatively sure that was one of them. I'm not sure either.
Did he strictly write with Gene, or was he writing with Paul too? Generally,
That I'm not sure. Yeah, Unholy's one of them.
okay.
Heart of Chrome, and I Just Wanna.
Interesting. Yeah, I was thinking that Unholy was sort of, because Gene a lot of times will write lyrics and they're more or less just stuff that he's heard his whole life, and he just rhymes it. Like sayings and I don't know, phrases of certain things. How I can't think of a good example now, but pretty much any Gene song.
So I wonder if he strictly just helped with the lyrics and nothing else, because I'm sure Bruce wrote the guitar, at least the lead part.
Yeah, you would think.
I'm not sure.
It was like when Tommy got credit before he was actually in the band.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming was that lyrics or was that guitar? Because Bruce was also still in the band at that point. I mean, and on even Psycho Circus, then Ace was in the mix too somehow. So that was like a mess.
Well, I think in the thing of Hot in the Shade, it was some guitar work that he did on at least a couple songs.
Tommy did.
Yeah, since those were pretty much demos and stuff, stuff that was reworked.
So it was just basically Bruce and Ace on Psycho Circus, probably then.
Tommy did a little bit on there, but yeah, probably mostly Bruce and Ace, and then Kevin Valentine and I guess Peter on drums. I don't think they used anybody else. So backing up a little bit, Luke, what's your thoughts on if you were to do the Days of the Dead? Would you even bother swinging that, or which one would you choose?
Yeah, that is kind of a tough decision. I think I'd probably go with just a simple autograph, really.
Yeah. Because, I mean, at the same time, you're still meeting him.
Right.
It may not be as intimate or be able to get a photo necessarily, but, meet him, get an autograph.
Right. I mean, if you wanted to go out, that go all out there, that couples deal did sound really good. Not that I got $400 to throw around, but prior to you having said that they were sold out, I was thinking, holy crap, that sounds pretty good for that amount of money, considering a single person is only $75 cheaper.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, oh crap. So I don't know, maybe somebody will sell theirs off on Craigslist, or sometimes that happens. So
Right.
Right.
Well, they added a bunch for Vinny. I wonder if they could add some for Gene, if it comes to that.
yeah, that could happen. And but at the same time, if they do announce that Gene's going to be at Indy, then I would just end up vouching for that instead of Days of the Dead.
Yeah.
Because, like I say, unless Gene's going to have those same prices no matter where he's at, but if it's the way it was last time, that's much more affordable for everything, photo, everything included with it, and having a little somewhat intimate time with them.
Well, see, my thing is, like you were saying, Luke, I sort of probably would just get the autograph because, I don't do well in situations that, and with regular people. So when you put it's Gene Simmons,
Yeah.
I don't know if I would even want to put myself. I mean, when we met Tommy and Eric, didn't seem like that at all.
Yeah.
It's just as normal as anything.
Yeah.
And Bruce too. It's just like, I mean, it was awesome, especially when we met Tommy the first time, because I'd already met Eric and already met Bruce whenever it was. So it was sort of, it was exciting because I hadn't met him before, but it wasn't like, I don't know. I think that if it was Paul or Gene, I think I'd react different to it.
Right. Did you guys meet Doc?
Yeah.
Year? Okay.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't get to meet him.
Was you starstruck by Doc?
It was cool, but I don't really get starstruck, I don't think. I just would rather be home.
So that's why you need to order the Vault home experience then.
Yeah, there you go.
You'll be at home and be able to meet him at the same time.
Have Gene come over and organize my records.
You'll just be sitting there staring at him the whole time like, I don't know what to say.
That'd basically be it. That would be it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm the same way now. If the couples thing sold out, doing just one person for 300 is kind of steep.
Yeah.
The autograph thing, it's tempting. Just to do it again, get something else autographed. That's probably what I would go for too, just the autograph ticket. But again, if Indy lands him again this year, I'm just going to forget about Days of Dead and do the Indy Expo.
The only problem with that is, when is Days of the Dead? That's in June?
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah, we would have to know pretty far in advance that he was going to be at Indy, because if you don't order those tickets for Days of the Dead pretty soon, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they announce whoever's going to be at the Indy Expo after the fact, then you might miss the chance.
Yeah, I mean, because here we are 6 months away, and those couple ones are already sold out. I mean, that's impressive. I don't know, what were they limited to? I don't even know if they were limited. Well, apparently they were, but I'm not sure the exact number. But that's what I figured with the expo being usually first part of April. We should know enough time to base, okay, are we going to do that and Days of the Dead or just the Indie Expo because they're going to have Gene or whoever.
Send Keith a message. Hey, Keith, I have a question.
Get on it, bro.
Eric and Bruce, they could have them there every damn year because they're real cool to me, nice guys. Down to earth, have them there all the time. Bring, somebody like Paul or Gene as well if they can, or Ace or Peter. That would be awesome too.
They should just have the whole current lineup at one time.
Yes.
At least once they should do that.
They should have them there the one day, and they should do it 2 days like they did the one year. And then the next day have, Bruce, like all the past guys, Bruce, Peter, Ace, people like that. That would be sweet. Especially for an anniversary show. I'd love to see it be a 2-day event this year. That would be sweet too.
Yeah.
Because I think the only time that they did the 2 days, at least as far as I've been going, was the year Gene was there. And it was like a whole different... Because I remember we rented a hotel room not too far from it and everything. And, different activities going on each day. And that was still by far the best year. One of the best years as far as vendors. I mean, there was so much cool vintage stuff there that year. Plus Ken Kelly was there, and you could buy his prints. But it was the year before last, because again we were there, but didn't have too much money with us. And then they had like all these great vendors there, so it was like, damn it. And then last year, vice versa, it was like, ah. But yeah, I'm hoping big show, anniversary show, have some great vendors. It's always a good time though. So, can't wait to see, it's usually once like January hits, that's when I start like checking almost every day just to see if anything's popped up yet. And
Yeah.
it gets ridiculous, but once they finally announce it, man, it's almost like Christmas all over again. It's like, get them tickets, get on them. The sooner you order, the less you got to wait in line. Give us a topic, Brandon.
Well, Kiss had an anniversary yesterday.
And that was?
Kiss Alive was certified gold, which is, I don't know how many, what is that, 100,000, 10,000? I don't know exactly.
It's gold.
Which would have been, what, 75 probably?
Yeah,
75.
75. And they were presented the award during one of the shows at Kobo, I believe.
I wonder where those gold records are now. I'm sure Ace probably doesn't have his.
Wait a minute, that doesn't make sense. That was probably Dress to Kill that they
What?
got the award for. Because how would Alive been what they got the award for if that's the album, the tour they were making the album on that tour, basically. I could be, I don't know, now my head's going to explode.
The footage, but I don't remember what outfits they had on in the footage that are, if that's even the same thing, because I know they also got an award for Beth, but I don't know if that was, on stage with gold records or not. I don't remember.
Well, it was the Alive tour. It was either Dress to Kill, because it was kind of the same thing. Dress to Kill and Alive tour, they kind of wore the same thing. But I don't know. My head's gonna explode now because now I'm like overthinking it. What it is, I'm seeing it in my head. The footage. There's Paul in my head again.
Apparently, that's 500,000 units.
Wow.
Gold. So that's crazy.
That's a lot.
So then to get it platinum's what?
That's got to be $1 million then, maybe.
It's like $1 million or 10 million, something like that.
Was it quadruple platinum? I mean, I don't know what the status is now, but I was watching something recently, and they said that who was it? Some band, they said still sells 1 million albums a year. It's a classic rock band. Who was that? And I was thinking, 1 million albums a year.
Pink Floyd, probably.
Well, it was something from the 70s, I think. I can't remember now who it was, but for any band that's not currently a band to sell 1 million albums a year, that's no complaints on that. I mean,
yeah, I mean, you still got like Elvis and Hendrix, and they're still selling platinum albums every year. And something like Dark Side of the Moon probably does still go. It probably goes platinum almost every year.
Because it was on the charts for like 2 years or 4 years straight or something. I don't remember now.
Yep. And then you got to think all the young generation that keeps every year there's that big string of them that's discovering it every year, and they all go buy that record. And that's just crazy, to think of it that way. But
Yeah.
When you make an album that's like considered, one of the examples of rock and roll, basically, like, here, this is one of the albums you need to start with, and you should hear.
Well, it was a documentary that we just watched. I'm still racking my brain to who that was. I think it was on Netflix. Of course, that could be anything.
What was it again?
It was a documentary we watched on Netflix about this band. Pretty sure it was Netflix.
What was it about?
It was about this band that I can't think of. It wasn't the Eagles. It wasn't Tom Petty, because I'm trying to think of the ones that I know that's on Netflix. Oh God, it drives me crazy when I can't think of something, which is all the time.
And why, when you think it would be that easy to find this video clip of Kiss getting that award, I can't find it on YouTube?
If they actually, was it on December 4th that this happened? That they presented the award on stage?
That was the anniversary, right?
Yeah.
Brandon? Yeah.
I was going to say that according to this that I just looked up, they were on the Alive tour during this time in 1975.
Somebody help us out in the comments. My head's going to explode.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
No, I want to see your head explode. That'd be the highlight of my whole year. As long as we can glue it back together.
You might be able to. Let's get some of that Gorilla Snot glue. That's pretty much the other thing that's always in my head, Gorilla Snot. So,
Although according to Wikipedia here, they didn't play on December 4th, 1975.
So maybe that's when it officially happened, but then when they were awarded the record was later, like probably in January. Because I swear it was one of those Kobo shows, and that was in January, like the end of January.
Right.
Oh, I know who it was now. It was The Doors that we was watching.
Ah.
That People Are Strange documentaries. They still sell 1 million albums per year. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah. I believe that, too. I mean...
Because I got inspired, and I was we watched that, so I went out and bought this.
Oh, what is that?
The Doors singles.
Sweet.
It's the A and B singles.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I didn't know that came out.
Yeah, it just came out. Now my head's not going to explode, but...
Does that have any demos or anything on it?
It's got some bonus tracks, it's got some live stuff. It's got a lot of mono mixes that wasn't on the original singles. Some of those were singles, some weren't. So yeah, it's featuring rare single versions from all the band's landmark studio albums. And then it includes mono radio versions.
Mario.
Mono radio.
It's me, Mario.
Their biggest hits. So all the U.S. singles plus all the B-sides.
Wow. Interestingly, too, I've just looked up and it said that by the end of January in 1976, Alive had already gone platinum.
Jeez.
So just a little over a month, and they had already sold an additional 500,000 copies.
It's crazy.
That is ridiculous. So are you sure they didn't get awarded the platinum thing then at Kobo?
That could be it.
Because that would line up time-wise.
I'm trying to find... I don't know why all of a sudden it's like so hard to find the video of it.
Because you're looking for it.
Right.
If you wasn't looking for it, it'd be on there like 3 different versions.
Exactly, yeah.
Camera angles and everything.
You would think when you type that in, that it'd be like 20 pages of just that. Let's rock and roll over. Oh, good Lord. Come on.
It's like looking up a trivia question. Remember how we used to do that?
Oh, yeah.
We haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah, we haven't done trivia.
This sure doesn't sound right, but according to this site I'm looking at too, apparently the Elder still hasn't even gone gold.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right to me either. I wonder how recent that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because I was under the impression that's, at this point, that and Creatures of the Night, I thought were the two albums that hadn't reached gold status, for whatever time frame that they normally give an album when it was released. But you would think by now they would have at least gone gold.
Right. Yeah, this same website here says that Creatures is gold, but didn't get there until 1994.
Jeez.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like one of their best albums.
Yeah.
And people just didn't give it a chance.
Why do I feel like I've never seen this show? It's Largo, but it's the Alive tour.
Oh.
75. I've seen the Love Gun tour, Largo, and then, of course, the Dynasty. But why do I feel like I've never seen that one? Have you guys seen it?
Your head's really going to explode. Is that the one that's on Kissology? Because there's one on one of those discs on Kissology. It's Largo. I couldn't tell you what year right off.
Well, this version here looks like it's one of them Kiss Vision videos where they took it from. Maybe that... God, I don't know. Because like I say, it's been so long since I've done the Kissology, I can't remember hardly what's on what.
Well, I think there's some Kiss footage on it.
I think my brain just quit working today is what it is. I can't think of nothing.
At least yours was working. Mine doesn't even work. So I'm assuming that every Kiss album at this point is at least gold, if not platinum. I mean, if that with the L's right, or if it's not right, I mean.
I would assume. I don't know. That website also said Carnival of Souls wasn't gold either. But yeah, I mean, it's hard telling when that information was put together.
Well, since all their albums have been reissued on vinyl, and then they were also in that box set, that real huge box set, that seems like everybody that would have bought all that would have put it over you would think it would put it over the top.
Right.
But I don't know how many were sold or anything, of course. It's just like when they put out the originals, I think they originally done that to boost the sales of those first three albums. I don't know how cyclical that was. Considering Alive probably was selling, like crazy at that point. People are probably going back and buying the first three albums at the time.
Right.
So, I think that is a capitalized on, because Alive set them off, big time, so people will go back to that stuff.
Like for years, they've played all kinds of, not all kinds, but they've played certain songs for Creatures of the Night every single tour, because I think they were trying to boost the sales. People say, "Oh, I love Loud. What album is that off of?" And then they'll go out and buy the album or Creatures of the Night or whatever songs. Because if you think about how many songs they've done, like War Machine, they've done that since I can't even think how far back. And I think that's probably why. But then at the same time, they didn't do that with the Elder. So what's the difference? It's almost like they had to push Creatures because they were proud of that one and no one heard it. And they didn't want to push the Elder because they weren't proud of it and everybody wanted to hear it. I mean, after the fact, of course.
Hell, they've been playing War Machine since Creature tour, haven't they? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only time they didn't was the reunion tour. And then they brought it back.
Yeah, because I Love It Loud was probably been the only one that's been there the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And then Creatures of the Night, the title song, has probably been in and out a lot of times. I don't know if they've done too many other ones. I Still Love You was on the what was it, Animalized video. Of course, they probably did that one. I know they did that on the Farewell tour, partially.
Right.
Bill Coyne, and who's this other dude next to Peter? He looks familiar.
Is that Sean?
I don't know. I thought Sean, does he have blonde hair or not? That's picture's hard to see.
I thought he had sort of, I don't know, like dirty blonde maybe, or...
I thought you were a dirty blonde.
Only on
No,
weekends.
You're a filthy blonde.
I'm very filthy.
So anyway, when you go look for something, like you said, you can't find anything.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
That's what the internet's for, to go around in circles.
I could probably throw in either Kissology or one of the boot videos and find it just like that, but that'd take too long.
Well, speaking of Kissology and boots, do you know if you have or have seen all the stuff that was supposed to be on Kissology 4? Because some of that is not on YouTube.
Good Lord, I found it.
Did you finally get it? See how
Janu-
easy that?
January 26th.
That didn't take long at all. Hobo Hall. Okay.
Just a migraine later, that's all it took.
Yeah.
A million records.
Wow.
Well, that's that same guy. Who is that?
I don't know. That is the same guy, isn't it? Maybe he made the records or something. Pressed them in his base.
Whoops.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Maybe he's just the guy from the RIAA or something.
Could be, or maybe the promoter for Kobo or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's Sean. Yeah, like you were saying earlier, Ace probably did sell his off.
Yeah, or it's under his bathroom sink or something.
Or he probably just gave it to somebody.
Here you go, Curly.
Yeah, has Ace ever had like an auction and got rid of a lot of his stuff that way? You know, officially.
I don't think so. I think he just either gave stuff away or then sold a few things.
I wonder if he has a lot of stuff that, if he was willing to mess with it, that he would part with. You know, because he don't seem too attached to anything.
This says, according to And Party Every Day, the inside story of Casablanca, that the Platinum Awards were handed out on January 27th. Likely this video footage is actually from the third night, not the 26th, as stated.
Nice.
Did you catch that clip towards the beginning where Peter's like, how old are you? And Ace is like, 19.
Yeah, there's a comment a little further down here that there's a guy who claims to have the video of the full show on the 25th and 26th and says this footage is not in either of those shows.
Mm. So it's from the third night?
Yeah, like you were just saying.
Which that full concert is not released. There's just clips here and there of it. I think it's the confidential video, whatever clips on there, that's from the third night. And then there's a couple things floating on YouTube from the third night, but we don't have the full show. Which is kind of odd.
It is weird.
Oh, wasn't Kiss supposed to do a show in Israel? Whatever happened with that?
I think, you know what? I think I do remember hearing something about that. When was that?
Yeah, Gene said something about they were going to play in Israel, you know, because the obvious reason.
Mm.
And I hadn't heard anything since. I don't know how long ago that was. But,
Yeah.
you know, Gene says a lot of things.
I don't know if it's because of all that. You know, I think it's, as far as I know, it's still pretty war-torn over there. Like, there's this constant battles and stuff going on, as far as I know. So it's probably not exactly the safest place to...
Well, you know, they're fighting over the current lineup and the originals is what they're fighting over.
Oh, really?
I
Yeah.
think
So they're like... it's almost like the news anchor fight scene from Anchorman, where you got, like, all the different groups that believe in this. And It's like you got the original four, and then you got the Eric Carr and Ace, and then all the different lineups. You got different groups for each one.
That's it. That's why there's so much turmoil in the Middle East. You know, it all goes back to Kiss.
But whatever group represents the Peter and Tommy lineup, that's the group I want to beat up first. You're wrong.
Get out. Just get out.
Horrible lineup. Don't even talk about it.
I still think we need a Kiss channel. You know, whether it's like on TV or like a Netflix or a XM or you know, I mean they got an Elvis channel on XM and the Beatles and I don't know what else. So they really need even a Springsteen. I think they need a Kiss channel.
Yeah, they got a freaking Springsteen, Pearl Jam, Grateful Dead, but no Kiss. Closest thing to that we get's on that local radio station here, TUE. That Kiss Goodnight thing they do. But I never even listened to it. But
Past my bedtime, probably. What's that on at midnight or something?
I think it is. It's like midnight, and I mean,
Do they still have mandatory Metallica?
I don't know.
That was like at 10 o'clock, I think.
I'm assuming they still do Breakfast with the Beatles too.
Yeah, they do that.
Okay. But yeah, as far as the Metallica and Kiss, I don't know. It's been so long since I've listened to the radio that time of night.
I'd like to listen to Rockline, but I don't think it's even on in syndication anymore.
Yeah, I'd like to listen to Eddie Trunk, but I think it's only on Sirius.
Yeah, I'd like to listen to that too, but once in a while, I mean, there's a channel on YouTube that's called Metal Faves, and they have a lot of clips from his shows on there.
I was going to mention that, yeah.
That's about as close as I can get, I think.
Yeah, that's kind of enough for me right now. So yeah, kind of get the gist of what I need to hear, and especially
the only thing that I just get disappointed about is when I listen to it, you know, and it just gives you the clip of whatever the headline said for that video.
Yeah,
and then he's in the middle of a sentence and then it stops. It's like I want to hear what else he was going to say about something.
Especially if it's like a Kiss topic that they're talking about. It's like I'm always curious to hear what he has to say now.
Or Springsteen.
And then he's going to be at the Atlanta Expo.
Springsteen is?
Oh, yeah.
All goes back to Springsteen.
He's going to be performing the whole Creatures album, I heard.
Springsteen is?
Yep.
Wow.
That would be good. I'd almost go see that.
They're going to... They're going to put Max Weinberg on the tank, and it's going to be a full-blown show, man.
Be Springsteen and the Kiss Street Band.
Good Lord, we're an hour into this travesty already.
We ought to start an Iced Earth thing.
Oh my God.
I think someone already did that.
Iced Earth trivia.
Yeah.
You know what? We should bring back the trivia. Because now we have
I think we could do it every so often, or just pick a certain amount of questions and just stick with a certain amount, so we're not. I mean, I don't know.
And then as far as Sweet Pain, it sounds like we might have a New Year's thing tentatively coming up as well. So.
Indeed.
If you guys don't have plans for New Year's.
Well, I usually don't drink on New Year's because I'm drunk all the other days of the year, so that's the one day that I got to be sober.
No, you ain't going to see us drinking either, so.
Well, if there was a guy playing Ace, he could be drunk.
Yeah.
Well, from what they got rid of that guy, so.
Thank God.
And I think we're gonna start adding some more songs too, and we were talking about that at practice.
Yeah. I'll actually have time to work on that now too. Although I suppose I ought to try and get a job.
Nah. Now's when we just need to get the bands going and make our living off of that.
I'm good with that. Let's do that. Yeah.
Seriously, I've been wanting to do that my whole life.
Yes.
Like, I really want to make a living off of music.
That would be kicking ass.
You could stand on the street corner and, dress like a prostitute and play an acoustic guitar.
Is that the secret this whole time? Was it just that?
Sing Beatle tunes like Gene and Paul did
Hey.
on the street corner.
So you could actually, be an escort service and entertain them at the same time.
That's the problem. I don't think they'd be entertained by me if I was an escort. They'd be wanting refunds.
I think it's entertaining.
I'd be owing them money.
What, for the lipstick on their collar?
Yep.
They pay for their dry cleaning bill.
She tasted like cigarettes.
Yeah. You'll get that.
Sorry, I got in a fight in the middle of your Black Panther party.
Wasn't much of a party.
So yeah, if you're not still Christmas shopping at, say, midnight Saturday, you guys should come out.
I'm sure by then everything would be shut down.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
All right, we're going to wrap this one up this week. Got something planned for next week. Should be pretty fun, and may bring back a old segment that we used to do. So be sure to tune in next week for that. So again, as always, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the Facebook page, leave some comments, help spread the word. So until next week, see you guys later. Hey.